The Coolamon is a wooden vessel used by Aboriginal people throughout Australia to collect nuts, grain, fruit, and it's also a cradle for newborn babies. The history of empty Coolamons goes back to the research I did for my Masters in Fine Art. So that became a ritual process starting at dawn with the smoking and ending at dusk. I created an environment and sat in that environment and made little clay Coolamons. And every Coolamon I made, I thought about a mother who may have had their child removed and thought about a child who may have been removed. So I was very focused and very concentrated on being in my own world. I was really interested in the notions of bending time so that people would lose a sense of how long they were in a space. On some level, I like to work with beauty. I think that an artwork that has a fairly dark message juxtaposes with beauty to have a poignancy that you don't otherwise get. The installation at Melbourne Museum is very influenced by my waking up on the Wimmera River on New Year's Day, and the sky was pink, and the river, which was black, was also pink. So I got this incredible reflection of trees and all sorts of other things in the river, and I thought, that's it, that's empty Coolamons. The sound artist for Empty Coolamons is Anna Liebzeit. We spent quite a lot of time in my studio with me just cutting bits of copper wire and her taping, cutting the copper wire, soldering, lighting matches. She recorded the making process, and then that became a pivotal point for her to start from, to then go into the expanded concepts of children laughing, and there's sort of a car door that slams, and there's some very jarring moments of disruption that happen in the sound. And many children were taken in cars, so there's sort of a reference to a whole lot of stuff going on there. Another part of the installation is where the Coolamons appear and disappear. They're about the lost people, the people who didn't find their way home. I think it's important to remember many, many people have found their way back to their family, and many have not. So I think it's important to really acknowledge that a lot of people were lost forever. The snake, of course, is part of the Indigenous creation stories of the rainbow serpent, and a lot of our creation stories involve a snake. The snake for me is also the universal symbol of healing. All the doctors all over the world, the Chinese medicine, Western medicine, all use the snake. Empty Coolamons is about remembering that this happened. And I believe in remembering, it's less likely to happen again.